Hello everyone, I am AP Vijayaratna. Today I am going to talk to you about understanding group dynamics in personal development. My presentation basically will be in two parts. Firstly, I am going to look at what is group and what is group dynamics and objectives of that. Then I am going to talk to you about how to lead and facilitate individuals and groups. In that, I am going to discuss how to lead successful and effective meetings, how to use parliamentary procedure for meetings, how to build efficient relationships, and finally, I am going to discuss with you how to work within teams and groups. Before going to discuss about group dynamics, I would like to look at what is group. Well, we use the term group for two or more freely interacting individuals who share collective norms and goals and have a common identity. That means group has four criteria. First one is two or more freely interacting individuals. Second one, collective norms. Third one, collective goals and common identity. This leads me to my next point. What is group dynamic? The social process by which people interact in a group environment. The influences of personality, power, and behavior on the group process. Here, group dynamics refers to a system of behaviors and psychological processes occurring within a social group or between social groups. So, that is an overview of group dynamics. Now let's move on to objectives of group dynamics. To identify and analyze the social processes that impact on group development and performance. To acquire the skills necessary to improve individual and group performance in an organizational context. To build more successful organizations by applying techniques that provide impact on goal achievements. The study of group dynamics can be useful in understanding decision-making behavior, tracking the spread of diseases in society, create effective therapy techniques and new ideas and technologies. We are considering here only about group dynamics of social work. I think that just about covers objectives of group dynamics. Let's start by looking at our second main topic, leading and facilitating individuals and groups. If you look at this, you will see the topics which are going to cover in this presentation. These are leading successful and effective meetings, using parliamentary procedure for meetings, building relationships, working with teams and groups. Now let us move on our first topic, which is how to lead successful and effective meetings. Let's take a brief look at meeting basis. As you can see here, a meeting agenda is the list of items that participants hope to accomplish at a meeting. The agenda should be distributed to participants several days in advance of meeting, minimum 24 hours, so that participants have the opportunity to prepare for the meeting. Let's continue by looking at preparation for meeting. How to prepare for meeting. As you can see here, agenda, speakers, room reservation, meeting setup, materials, advertise. Make sure that all arrangement resources are available, ready for the meeting. Now let's take a brief look at strategies for productive meetings. As you can see here, establish hard edges, state desired outcomes, review the minutes and action items, take written minutes, clarify action items, determine the next meeting date, planning and evaluating group activities, debate is allowed on all motions. Parliamentary law insists on dignity in debate. A question once decided cannot come back for reconsideration during the same session. This list contains a solid foundation towards making your meeting effective. So, that's an overview of how to lead successful and effective meetings. Now let's move on to our second topic. Let's take a look at parliamentary procedure. Parliamentary procedure is a body of rules, ethics, and custom governing meetings and other operations of clubs, organizations, and other deliberative assemblies. Fundamentally, parliamentary procedure defines how a group of people, no matter how formal or informal, can most effectively meet and make decisions in a fair, consistent manner and make good use of everyone's time. Let's continue by looking at how to apply parliamentary procedure in a meeting or consist. The organization paramount compared to the individual. The purpose of all parliamentary rule is to protect the organization. All members are equal. The tendency of group dynamics can lead to unfair treatment of certain participants. Parliamentary procedure properly applied assures equal treatment for all participants. Only one member may speak at a time. One issue at a time and one speaker at a time. Debate is allowed on all motion unless forbidden. Parliamentary law insists on dignity in debate. A question once decided cannot come back for reconsideration during the same session. A majority vote decided unless greater percentage is called for. So that's conclude how to apply parliamentary procedure in a meeting. Now I'd like to move on to our third topic, Let's start by looking at building relationships. Employ active listening techniques. To develop positive work relationship, it is important to listen closely to what your colleagues are saying. Allow for open communication. Co-workers should be able to freely express their thoughts on work-related issues in a proper manner. Be respectful of yourself and others. When building positive relationship, it is important to act in a respectful manner. Be willing to compromise. The work environment requires that co-workers work together as a team. Get to know your co-workers on a personal level. Cultivating relationship with your co-workers can improve work relation and improve your support system at work. So that's an overview of how to building a good relationship. Moving on to the next section, let's take a look at disagreement strategies. If you look at this, you will see what are the disagreement strategies. Challenge. A demand for an explanation or justifications. Refuse to cooperate. An act to show or decline the willingness to work to it. Order. A command or request to do something. Criticism of third party. A critical command or opinion from person taking part in something. Strong denial. Downtown suggestions. An idea given without strong argument or comments. From this, we can understand how to disagree in polite way. This is very important for building a good relationship with co-workers. Now let's move on to our last topic. Let's concentrate on working with teams and groups. First, we take a look at what is teamwork. A team is two or more people who must coordinate their activities to accomplish a common goal. The common goal and the required coordination make them a team. The process of working collaboratively with a group of people in order to achieve a goal is called teamwork. Here we can see tips for creating teams. Those are defining the mission, communicate the vision and formulating overreaching goals, blending individual styles, establishing roles, marketing the team, celebrating success recognition, action planning. If a team gets those factors right, successful team will create. Moving on the last section in this presentation, let's take a brief look at What are the key factors in team development? Commitment, trust, purpose, communication, involvement, and process orientation. The above mentioned factors will ensure the team carries out the actions necessary to reach their designated goals. This brings me to the end of my presentation. I'll talk about understanding group dynamics in personal development and I've covered how to lead successful and effective meetings, how to use in parliamentary procedure, how to build in good relationship, and how to work with teams and groups. That brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention and interest.